playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. The Jaguars at 3-7 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 38, Lawrence looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Pickett to his tight end, Freiermuth for the Steeler first. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 5 now. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 16. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Up and good for Santoso. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Montravius Adams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. After 17-7 the score on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Pickett sets up play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Pickett back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now Lawrence to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Now Lawrence. Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Off play action. Pickett sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Claypool with another catch. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the air on first down with Pickett. Being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Johnson's got it complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Pickett now from the gun here. Again, it's Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Up and good for Santoso. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Harris running straight ahead. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Pickett now on first down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Up and good for Santoso, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They hand this off to Harris. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Flush to his right. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. On the give, this is Harris. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd and goal. Pickett. And in for the Steelers. Touchdown. Connor Hayward. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars receivers come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. Forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He's going to let this one go deep. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Santoso now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Screen play. Here's Etienne. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Etienne bringing in another one. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, Lawrence dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence finding Etienne here, catching it on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence being chased out left. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.